A&D started a new program which basically called ITIN.
First of all, do it. The main benefit is that
We do them.
yes, we are very different from other lenders because we expanded our DSCR product so much that we can offer it, first of all, to every type of borrowers.
Is there any difference in the application for the ITIN borrower comparing, like, let's say, to U.S. citizen or the foreign national?
Prime will be not allowed for ITIN unless you get an exception, because ITIN allows DSCR, bank statement, full doc.
Welcome to A&D Market Digest, your go-to source for the latest insights in the mortgage industry. I'm your host, Nikita Verinda, and today we're diving into a groundbreaking development that's set to revolutionize the mortgage landscape. We're talking about the highly anticipated launch of ITIN program, a topic that's generating buzz and opening new doors for countless borrowers. To give us an insider's perspective, I'm thrilled to welcome a special guest, Nadezhda Smokvin, the business development team lead at A&D Mortgage. Nadezhda, good afternoon. How you doing?
Hi Nikita, I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here.
Of course. That's your first time here. I'm a bit nervous, honestly, since you are my manager in A&D Mortgage. But I'm really excited for the topic that we're going to actually discuss today. And I hope we're going to have a good time.
Let's get to it.
Wonderful. So, in really brief, A&D started a new program which basically called ITIN program. Could you please tell us a little bit, what does it mean?
So in general, ITIN is a document which kind of substitutes the social security number, so people who cannot qualify for social security, non-permanent and permanent resident, can apply with IRS for the individual taxpayer identification number, which is the abbreviation ITIN. That helps them to report their taxes, to collect tax benefits, but also not everyone knows that that can help to qualify for actual mortgage. Conventional FHA doesn't allow that, but our non-QM products do allow to qualify with ITIN documentation.
So basically ITIN means that that's like the status in the US, right?
Basically, yes.
All right. That's to make it more simple. Why did we decide, the A&D Mortgage, why did we decide to launch this program?
So since we expanded our footprint, when we started to do more business in West Coast, that became more and more popular product that was asked by brokers. Since they have a lot of population who have ITIN instead of Social Security. So that's what forced us to introduce this product. First, we started doing it on case-by-case basis. So basically we did exceptions and reviewed each case separately. But since we see like so many cases coming our way, we decided to implement it in our guidelines.
I feel like for me, because I had a lot of files for the ITIN borrowers, and I feel really happy since we don't need to ask for an exception anymore. It's going to be pretty straightforward. Do you know the criteria for eligibility criteria?
Absolutely. So we do basically every type of property, every type of occupancy. So the same way we are looking into the non-permanent resident, that's how we are looking at the ITIN borrowers. We can offer them super prime products and DSCR. So prime will be not allowed for ITIN unless you get an exception. So that's still a possibility. We go up to 80% LTV on the super prime product and up to 70% LTV on the DSCR product. The rest, it's really the same guidelines as for the non-permanent residents. So very straightforward. For identification purposes, we just require the actual IRS letter or the card with ITIN number, and the identification, the local state ID or the passport if they don't have the local license.
So out of the US, passport will also work?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So basically any ID will work?
Yes, as long as it's valid,
yeah,
we're good to go.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. You just mentioned, I believe, all the key benefits of the ITIN program. Is there anything else that we want to cover?
The main benefit is that
we do them.
we allow more borrowers to qualify for the mortgage. So that expands opportunities for every person. Second, that ITIN borrower can qualify for every type of occupancy. So if, for example, when we are talking about foreign national borrowers, they can buy only for investment purpose the property. When it comes to the ITIN, they can occupy it, they can buy it as a second home, they can buy it as an investment product. It allows them to put 20% down, which is like a good number. It's much better than for foreign nationals that we offer.
Is there any difference in the application for the ITIN borrower comparing, like, let's say, to U.S. citizen or the foreign national?
So there's no really any difference for broker to fill when they are applying for the ITIN program. It's going to be the same ERLA, the same application that they are filling out. The only difference would be that they are specifying in the social security part, they are specifying the actual ITIN number, which has the same amount of numbers, it's the same nine numbers. And once we see the ITIN number there, it's kind of give them the ability to price it as ITIN, because ITIN has a different structure rather than social security. Other than that, it's going to be absolutely the same application, depending on the documentation that they are using for income qualification, because ITIN allows DSCR, bank statement, full doc, like really anything that we are offering for non-permanent perm residents. So depending on that, they will provide us the documentation for the underwriting purposes.
That's pretty straightforward. So I feel like on the 1003, there is no difference comparing like to U.S. citizen borrower or the foreign national borrower. All we need to do is just to put the ITIN number into the social security field, and that will be it.
Correct. Process-wise, there's no difference almost at all. So they just fill out the application, they upload documentation. So again, for the identification, it's either passport or local ID plus the IRS number, the IRS letter. From an underwriting perspective, the only difference that is like that I can point out is the gift funds. Whenever it comes to the ITIN borrower, we do not allow zero contribution. So even if you are buying, even if you are buying an owner occupied, you still have to contribute at least 5% of your own funds. And the rest for investment is the same 20% as always. So that is going to be the only like really difference between non-perm in a normal life and ITIN borrower.
That's actually great because, like, for example, in conventional, you can put only like 3.5% down, and the rest could be like loan amount. Here, you're gonna put like 5% from your own pocket. The rest, not like the rest, like the rest from the down payment gonna be a gift, and the rest we're actually gonna give. Like
ITIN is a really great product. It allows you to feel like you are an actual resident. The down payment is not too spicy. 20% is a normal number. Plus, again, you can do alternative documentation. You don't have to always provide tax returns. You can do the bank statements, you can do the P&L. So everything that we are offering to normal borrowers, that's what we will offer to ITIN as well, which simplifies a lot of things, because not every lender does offer that product.
What we're known for is for the exceptions, actually. So we are always filing an exception if something is out of the guidelines. Do you think we're going to be able to get exceptions on the ITIN borrowers?
I mean, yes, we were doing exceptions before, as I mentioned, so it should be the case even with guidelines, especially as, again, we offer only super prime and DSCR. So whenever you have anything that has to do with the mortgage history, with credit events that downgrades you to the super prime, trade lines, that is something that you will have to do with exception and go from there.
So it's always doable. Is the we're not like basically wasting time by filing an exception. It's always worth it to try at least.
Correct. A&D was always well known for the exceptions. We are securitizing our own loans, so that helps us to be actually very flexible with exceptions. And if your file does make sense, if whatever is being asked for has the compensating factors that will cover for that part, then we should be good to go.
Wonderful. I'm really excited to see how is it going to go in a couple of months with the ITIN program. I'm pretty sure, in my cases, with my brokers, I'm sure it's going to be really popular. So I'm expecting to have a lot of ITIN borrowers again. In the meantime, do you have anything to add to the ITIN borrowers, the ITIN program?
Really nothing to add. I think we covered almost every part of ITINs. The only thing that I will add is that please submit files. That is something that, like, you have the guidelines. It's easy. We close a lot of ITIN loans. We are flexible on exceptions. So whenever you have any case with an ITIN borrower, call your rep and see how we can accommodate this deal.
Exactly. Shifting focus to DSCR actually product. I know that the demand for such loans is increasing year over year. Can you provide an overview why it's getting that popular?
Yes, DSCR indeed is getting more popular with each day. This is an amazing product that allows experienced buyers to achieve the financial freedom because you can qualify for a loan basically not providing any employment information, any self-employment paperwork. You're just qualifying based on the cash flow from your subject property. So as long as it's not a first-time home buyer, if you can prove that you have had an ownership within the past 2 years in any type of property, you can qualify. And A&D Mortgage really does know how to close those loans. So let's dig a little deeper into what question is it?
Basically the next one and the most popular one, I would say. What's our approach to the DSCR loans and what differs from other lenders?
I really think that DSCR is one of the strongest programs that A&D provides. I would say we are very different from other lenders because we expanded our DSCR product so much that we can offer it, first of all, to every type of borrower. So it can be citizen, it can be foreign national, it can be non-perm, perm, ITIN that we just discussed. Yeah, so it's basically any type of residency can qualify for that. Second, we allow DSCRs not only for first lien, but we also offer it on the second lien, which is I don't know any lender who does offer that. Third part would be that we not only allow long-term rent, which is a traditional part, we also allow short-term rent on DSCR, which helps you to qualify for more type of loans, because sometimes DSCR gets lower when the long-term is used, so then they can switch to the short-term using just the AirDNA numbers. So that is something that is very, very beneficial in this industry.
Right, absolutely right. Since you've been in the industry for a while, could you give an advice for the new brokers who are actually just starting doing the DSCR files?
First of all, do it. It's a really easy program. It's a very short in documentation because you're not providing any employment information. Your package is cut twice. So it's very easy to close. It's very easy to close those loans with A&D because again, we have a huge experience with those. This is our main product. We are doing it for many years. Our underwriters are pros in closing those loans. Second, call your rep. Like if you have an idea about a scenario, if your borrower doesn't qualify for investment product with some other program, or you just strictly want to go with the DSCR, just call your rep and see how it can be structured. We also allow exceptions, so that is something that can be discussed with the account executive as well. And third, go and watch our webinar that will be led by Mark Glaser next week on Thursday, the January 18th. He will do a deep dive in our DSCR products, and you will be able to learn much more and get your files going.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for making it super clear. I hope our viewer was gonna enjoy watching this digest and gonna start producing more DSCR files with us. Thank you so much, Nadia.
Thank you, Nikita. Thank you.
As we wrap up this insightful episode of A&D Market Digest, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you for Nadezhda Smokhin for joining us and shedding light on the exciting launch of ITIN program. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this discussion enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course hit the bell icon on our YouTube channel for more updates and in-depth discussions on the latest trends in the mortgage industry. Your support helps us grow and bring more valuable content to you. I'm Nikita Verindap, and it's been a pleasure guiding you through the conversation. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep reaching your financial goals. Thank you.